What's going on, everyone? So yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers got a good up-close and personal look at Dejounte Murray, and he didn't disappoint. He was excellent. You saw the explosiveness. You saw what could be alongside the Los Angeles Lakers. In 33 minutes of action, he gave you 24 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, was a plus 19 for the Atlanta Hawks. Just again, his explosiveness, his ability to just basically blow past the defender, get into the interior of the paint, pull up, get the little floater in the mid-range, step back. He didn't hit any threes. He was 0 of 4 from 3, but he is shooting 39% from 3 this season, although there is a current trend of him ticking down as far as three-point percentage go. He was over or around 40% not too long ago, and this is before the 0 for 4 performance, so we'll see if he can continue to maintain and upkeep that level of shooting. But regardless, I mean, he would be a clear upgrade over both Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. There was also questions of, was he going to play? Of course he was going to play, right? This is his opportunity to showcase to the Lakers, hey, come get me, right? Like, look at what I can do. Look what I'm capable of, right? You think Austin Reeves, you think D'Lo are the things holding you up? Well, watch what I'm going to show you. And he did. He put on a show, even alongside Trae Young, which is the big conflict, right? The two of them playing side by side. Well, now the Atlanta Hawks game is officially over, and people are screaming, where's Dejounte Murray, right? You know, you understand, hey, maybe they don't want to trade Dejounte Murray to the Lakers right before they have to play in Atlanta. The Lakers and the Hawks still do play in March, but, you know, that's in LA, that's at Crypto. Last thing you want to do is trade Dejounte Murray to the Lakers, and then like 2 days later, right, all of a sudden he's in a Laker jersey and he's just torching you, right? You'd rather, okay, if we're going to get torched by Dejounte, let it be on the road rather than in your own court where fans are now outraged because you just traded Dejounte Murray. I understand it. I get it. You see LeBron already dropping hints, like he's making posts with like hourglasses and all kinds of stuff. He was in a report, in an interview with the reporters post game, and almost slipped up and said something. What that was, we don't know. But there's just a lot of speculation surrounding it. And Laker fans are frustrated. Everyone's frustrated. Here's the thing. Personally, and I could be wrong, we could wake up tomorrow. It could be later today, depending on when you're watching this video. Maybe it's already happened, right? It very well could get done any moment, right? Who knows? Time will tell. But if I'm being honest, I don't believe it'll happen until after this road trip. The Lakers still have 3 more road games. They got 1 against the Celtics, 1 against the Knicks, and then 1 against the Hornets. And then after the 5th, they come back for 3 days, and then they got 2 home games. So they'll be in LA for essentially like 5-6 days. That is when I would guess the trade for Dejounte Murray gets done, if it's not at the trade deadline, if it even happens at all. Again, who knows if it even happens at all. Look, the Lakers have some obstacles, have some hurdles in that regard, right? Lakers want to ship out D'Angelo Russell. Atlanta wants Austin Reeves. Personally, and I've said this and I'm going to stand by it, if you have to trade Austin Reeves right now. Austin Reeves is not better than Dejounte Murray. Austin Reeves had a season high last night with 28 points. And Dejounte Murray, in just a normal game, shot better from the field and gave you 24, 4, and 9. Right? Dejounte Murray was 11 of 19 from the field, and Reeves was 10 of 19 from the field. The only difference was that Reeves hit 3 threes and Dejounte didn't hit any. Right? He also took less threes. He took like half the threes. So, you know, again, you're talking about a guy that just had a season high, and Dejounte Murray has those like every game regularly, right? Even D'Lo. Like, I seen a lot of people, of course, because D'Lo had a rough game, and completely ignore the fact that LeBron James and D'Angelo Russell both had rough games, and they are the 2 guys that have played the most minutes in both the back-to-backs and the Golden State game. D'Lo played the most minutes out of anybody. He almost played 50 minutes in that Golden State game, right? Tired legs happen. It happens, right? And they couldn't get their shots off. And again, Austin Reeves had a season high of 28. The last like 2 weeks, D'Angelo Russell has averaged 28. So again, D'Lo to me is the better player. However, I do think if you get Dejounte Murray, you have to trade D'Angelo Russell just on the fact that there's questions about the fit, right? A lot of D'Lo's emergence came because he's gotten to have the ball in his hands. He's gotten to take the shot attempts. He's gotten to make the plays and do the things to kind of favor him. Where if you get Dejounte Murray, now Dejounte is going to get that role. D'Lo's going to have to kind of play more off ball than he already does now, right? There are concerns. If it would have gotten done earlier, right? Because I was hoping the deal would have gotten done before this road trip and stuff. So it was like, okay, we got like 6-7 games before we have the trade deadline. So let's kind of see and gauge, what does D'Lo and Murray look like? And if it doesn't work, then you trade it. What if it does work? What if D'Lo does continue to give you like 25 a game or something like that? Now Dejounte Murray's giving you 20 and you're just killing it, right? Like that is a real possibility. That is something that could happen. But now I just think it's too much of a risk. And if it doesn't work out, you run the risk of losing D'Lo for nothing. So I do think the Lakers are in a position where they got to get the trade done. But here's the thing too. The Atlanta Hawks, it is in their best interest to wait as long as possible. Right? The only team that benefits from getting the trade done right now is the Los Angeles Lakers, because they're the team that is desperate, that needs Dejounte Murray. Atlanta, they're bad regardless. And if they trade Dejounte Murray, they're probably going to be worse. And they've basically realized, like, hey, the season's done. We're going to start hitting the reset button. We're going to start hitting the rebuild button here a little bit, right? So there is no incentive for Atlanta to really go and make a push to trade Dejounte Murray to the Lakers when they could wait till the trade deadline. And what if another team does come out? You know, what if an injury happens to somebody? You know, what happens if, you know, a team is like, oh man, we really need a point guard now. And it's like, all right, well, let's just go get Dejounte Murray and then we'll figure it out after. Right? We don't want to end up losing our hopes and our guy won't be back till like the postseason or something like that, right? Like, there's a lot that could happen between now and the trade deadline. Lakers could continue to get more desperate and more desperate. Maybe now they are willing to give up Austin Reeves and a first and a pick swap and everything. So for Atlanta, they're looking at it as like, what's the rush here? Right? You want the rush. Well, if you want the rush and you want to get it done now, well, then it's Austin Reeves, it's a first, a pick swap, and all your seconds, right? I'm not saying that that's necessarily what it would take, but they also could say, you know, hey, when you're in a point of desperation, you have no leverage, right? When you're at a point of desperation, you have no control. Atlanta is in the driver's seat right now, which is why I was hoping that the Lakers would have been able to kind of weather the storm and put themselves in a position to be 5, 6, 7 games over 500 before the Dejounte Murray trade, because then they would have been in a position to say, like, hey, we don't have to trade Murray. What are you going to do? Now, I mean, look, if I'm the Lakers, trade Austin Reeves. If you get the deal done today by trading Austin Reeves, get the deal done today by trading Austin Reeves. I don't understand what the wait is, right? If assuming Atlanta is like, hey, if you give us Reeves, we'll get this deal done. If it takes Austin Reeves to go get Dejounte Murray, trade Austin Reeves and go get Dejounte Murray. Figure out the D'Lo situation after. You still have time to make trades. You still have time to do everything. But to me, there's no reason Austin Reeves should be holding up this deal, assuming that that's what it is. Now, if the Lakers were in a point of like, hey, we don't have to do this trade, because look, Atlanta doesn't have to trade Dejounte Murray. I think it's in their best interest too. And I know a lot of people look at that and go, well, yeah, you're a Laker fan, you want him on the Lakers. But I think even if it's not the Lakers, I think they need to trade him. We saw what happened with the John Collins situation. They were getting incredible offers, like overpriced offers for John Collins. And they didn't trade him, didn't trade him, didn't trade him, didn't trade him, didn't trade him. And then they finally traded him, and they basically gave him away for free because it got so bad that they needed to get off of him. And Dejounte Murray, again, there's not this huge market for Dejounte Murray. And it's not because he's not a good player. It's because how many teams need a point guard? How many teams need a starting point guard? And if he was great as a 2 guard alongside Trae Young, maybe more teams would be interested. But he's not. One of the big struggles is he's not allowed to play point guard. So how many teams, and most of the top teams already have their athletic, versatile guard. You know, look at teams like the Thunder have SGA, the Timberwolves, right? They have Ant-Man, right? Like the Nuggets have Murray, right? You have, like, all these teams have their guy that already is special. They don't need a Dejounte Murray to come in to do that. So that's the problem. Lakers are one of the few teams that do. So I do think Atlanta is eventually going to trade Dejounte Murray. And I do think it's very high that he goes to Lakers. I mean, I do have my reservations that the Lakers... I didn't think that the Lakers had enough to trade for Murray to begin with. But now we have new information. Now we have new understanding. It does look like the Lakers do. And it does look like Atlanta is at least interested in potentially getting this done. But they want Austin Reeves. To me, trade Austin Reeves. Get it done, get it over with. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you agree? Trade Austin Reeves, get it done? Do you think no? Keep Austin Reeves, trade D'Lo. Are you in the camp of like, it doesn't matter, trade whoever you have to trade and whatever you have to trade to go get Dejounte Murray? Because that's kind of what I am, right? If you want to keep D'Lo, fine, keep D'Lo. If you want to keep Reeves, fine, keep Reeves. I don't care who you keep, but I just want to see you get this deal done. I'm tired of waiting around for something that's just like, dude, let's get it done, right? If Austin Reeves is truly the holdup, there shouldn't be a holdup. This deal should be done. But again, do you agree, disagree, how you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me to enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Now subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.